Hello and welcome to this video. I wanted to start out the month of December with kind of like it's gonna be a project planning, intention setting video for our December projects. On the first, technically, since that is a Monday, there is already a project video going up, so I hope you enjoyed it. But this is just gonna be an extra video that's gonna go out in order to kind of welcome you to December and kind of talk you through what my plans are for this month. So I thought it'd be fun. I did take the time to write down what I want to do. If you have been on this channel for a little bit, you probably recognize this book. I started using it to keep track of all of the like specialty yarns that I've purchased, which is actually really fun to look through. I haven't looked through it in a while. I also have some project ideas in here too that I forgot about, which is fun. But I decided to go ahead and do a little project plan page just to kind of hold myself accountable to the things that I wanted to do. And I figured I would talk you through it. So the first thing I want to talk about, crafting wise, does require me to have a bit of a confession to make to you. I may have done a little Michael's shop. That being said, this whole box is technically filled with yarn. However, it only consists of 4 skeins. So I think with that information, you might be able to tell what I got. But I did break down and purchase some of the anniversary cakes, the the holiday editions. These are going to be my Yule projects, I think, which will be really fun. I got the, what is this called again? Jules and Jolly color. I have 2 of these, which is fun. And then I also got this colorway. I love a red colorway. This one is the Holly Jolly colorway. The greens are a little muddy, but I'm hoping that as I work it up, I will care less, and like maybe the reds and like peachy color, and maybe there's like a really muted purple, maybe that'll like show a little bit more. But with these, I also got 2 of these. So what I want to do is with the 2 of these, I want to make another corner to corner blanket for our couch. We have like a big couch, and I have the one corner to corner blanket that I finished on this channel in the Halloween sparkle colors from Hirschner's, and so I'm going to do another one with this Holly Jolly color, which I thought would be fun. And then with the Jules and Jolly, I wanted to make some bookish wraps. I really like triangle scarves. If you've been here for any length of time, you have probably seen me make one. I really like triangle scarves. I like both making the triangle scarf with the tube hood for like a hooded scarf. I also like just a triangle scarf to like use as a shawl, or kind of do the loop scarf method. I'm sure that this hand gesture told you everything you needed to know, but I wanted to make some with some a little bit thicker yarn that might be a little bit thicker, and kind of use it as like a reading wrap. So something that I can like throw over and be cozy while I'm reading. That was the vision. So I'm gonna make a few of those because I got 2 of these. So I'm gonna test out some sizes and see how many I can make with these. And those, to be fair, will probably take me a while. Initially, when I was kind of planning for this month, when I saw these cakes, I was like, yeah, those will be my December projects. That's probably all I'll be able to get to. And if that is all I get to, I'm totally fine with that. But I do have some backlog that I also wanted to throw onto my to-do list. That way, if I have extra time, I have more to work on, and I don't risk buying more yarn. I really want to work on some of my backlog. So from the backlog ideas, I think Alt Knots recently, for me, by the time this comes out, it'll be a few weeks ago, released a video about making pillow shams. And I know that they make pillow shams all the time, like crochet pillow shams, and I have always wanted to do it and I've never committed to doing it. So that's gonna be one of the projects. I figure since I'm making a blanket, it might be cute to also make some pillow shams. I have just some standard like square accent pillows that I've gotten from who knows where, like probably Joann's, probably honestly just Joann's. And they are Halloween themed, so I figure I can make a sham for like anytime. And I have some of this. I purchased this a long time ago. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember what my original thought was for this. Probably some form of scarf, to be honest. But as we know, I don't like working with bulky yarn, so this has been sitting in my yarn stash for years now, and I am gonna commit. I want to actually do something with this. So this is Cozy Heathered Yarn by Loops and Threads, and the color is just gray. And I have 3 of these, I think. This one is the only one actually still in this form. The other ones are in balls, because I think I tried to work with them and then I was like, I hate this. And I rolled them in a ball and I threw them on a shelf. So I'm gonna try to make a pillow sham with this and see how it comes out. There is in fact an image of a pillow on it. So that seems to be, I wonder if there's a pattern on here. There's no pattern on here, so don't get it twisted. They don't offer any patterns. So that would be fun to also throw in there. So maybe like a blanket and pillow situation, which could be really nice. The other 2 things are going to be kind of project busters, or stash busters. I have talked about wanting to make another one of these cardigans. I don't know what to call this. It just has a bunch of holes in it. We made this on the channel, and I'll probably talk you through again how I made it. I didn't use a pattern. I think I did write up like a little post on my website, just giving you the idea of how I constructed this. I might also try to like maybe do a video where I talk you through how I do it. Not a tutorial, just talking you through how I made it. And I thought that I would do it in this colorway. This is the Red Heart Flower Power All-in-One, so it's like the granny square style. I never use these for granny squares. I actually just really like variegated yarns, so I'm gonna use it for its variegation properties. There's black, purple, and gray in there. I thought that would be a nice variegation for an all-in-one. So I'm not gonna color block like I did this one. I would just make the whole cardigan out of this. So I'm gonna call it like a net cropped cardigan, as I guess what I'll call this, because it is cropped. I wanted to keep it short, and it is just like kind of a mesh, or maybe a mesh, maybe that's a better word, mesh cropped cardigan. And then if I have any time left over, which is not likely, but who knows, I also wanted to try my hand at a star blanket. I haven't done a star blanket yet, which is actually very surprising considering I have stars as part of my motif everywhere in my life. I have stars tattooed on my body, and the fact that I haven't made a star blanket yet is kind of crazy. But I think we're gonna try. If you have been around, you might remember that I purchased a bunch of this Halloween sparkle yarn from Hirschner's. The pink colorway, the name I can't remember, but the pink colorway I already made into a corner to corner blanket, and I actually wanted to make a second corner to corner blanket in this colorway, which is Bootyful, and I have 8 skeins of this for a nice, really like full size, close to a queen, corner to corner blanket. But I thought maybe it'd be nice to use this to make a huge star blanket. So if we have time, this will be the second blanket we make this month, if we get to it. Not a promise, but a possibility. I would like to try that pattern, or take a look at some patterns and see which one I want to do. I quite like texture in my crochet projects, as I've talked about, so I definitely want to find a pattern that has like some textured elements. I don't just want like to do double crochets the entire time with like no variety. I'm gonna want to do something that's got some like texture, some interest in it, but something that I can kind of mindlessly do, because I want to take a break from reading patterns this month. I've tested a bunch of patterns recently. I guess it feels like a bunch of patterns recently, and I kind of just want to take a break and be able to crochet a little mindlessly for a while. So that's part of the reason why I want to do the corner to corner, both blanket and the bookish wrap that I want to make, because that is just a corner to corner project, which is something that is so satisfying to make, and very like a cozy whip. So I'm gonna be really happy to do that. And then even though I haven't done a pillow sham, like that's not really gonna be a big reach. I'm kind of just gonna be like, you chain the width that you want to do and then just like go back and forth and make a square. So I'm not really worried about that. Making another one of these is very simple. There is no pattern for it. It's just something that you can really whip together. So not too much, like not very strenuous to think about. And the star blanket will be the only thing that I actually will need a pattern for. So we might push that into January. We'll see. Maybe it'll be one of my first 2026 projects, which is crazy to think about. Kind of wild thinking about planning for next year's projects. I know it's like a month away, but like weird. But I think that's a good list for December. I've teased about doing a crochet along. I don't want to do anything like super formal. So this is not going to be like I'm going to come up with the pattern and I'm going to release bits of the pattern and we're going to do it together. That's not what's going to happen. Maybe one year, but that is not what's happening this year. But I did kind of want to do a little crochet along as a community where probably as I'm working on the blankets, I'm just going to do check-in videos. I might try to upload a little more frequently in December. So maybe we can touch base twice a week for the month of December and kind of just work on whatever we're working on together. No project deadline, nothing stressful, but I would just like to hear from you and hear what you're working on. If it's just something simple like I'm doing, or if you're working on some last minute gifting projects, I would love to hear. It's been really fun getting to know people in this community, both like the larger crochet crafting community in general. I've learned a lot from all of you this past year, which has been really cool, and I would like to keep that going. So thanks so much for being here. This was just a quick intro to December projects. So I'm gonna throw this up. I don't want to make it too long. I just want it to be a little chatty. Wanted to talk you through what I'm doing. Wanted to show you my commitment, my plan, and get going on some of these projects so we can touch base and talk more throughout the month. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you are having a great time crafting this month. I hope you're able to take care of yourself and wind down a little bit at this time of year. That is what the December time frame and Yule and all of this kind of, well, yes, for the Northern Hemisphere, this is very much time for us to slow down. It is not our summer, so we get to kind of chill out and relax, hopefully, this time of year. And I hope you're able to do that if you are in the Northern Hemisphere. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, I hope you're having a great summer. I hope it's great for you. I hope you're having fun beach days and going hiking and enjoying the weather wherever you are in the world. But thanks for being here. I hope you're taking care of yourself, and I will see you again in my next video on Monday. Bye now.